my whole computer just shut
No, we
down.
see you. Your computer didn't shit the fan. You're there. You're live. I see you.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song.
Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, but I really don't think you're strong enough now. Попробуй me, я не права. Попробуй чага, попробуй мне это надо. Мне кажется, что кружится голова, но мы молодые, я не права.
I like you very much, just as you are.
Oi, go. Oi, more passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork, more footwork, more passion, more energy.
Morning, you beautiful bitch. It's me, here to tell you to have some water, have a poop, and have a great fucking day.
Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Don't hold, just sex me. Bitch is slow, can't get on my speed. They stare cause
Hey,
they
Jeff.
know I'm the ITTIRL. You know I am that girl. Shh, bitch, don't kiss me. I smoke for 18.
When life gives you lemonade, make lemons. Life will be all like, what?
You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
All right.
I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
Do I regret it? Yes. Would I do it again? Probably.
My life is nothing but a comedy.
Wakey, 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 wakey. It's time for school. Come on. Wake up. It's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
How you doing?
I like you very much, just as you are.
I will fuck you up! I swear to God, I will fuck you up, bro!
Dude, I was laughing so hard at that last night when you were dropping that shit. Oh, I was crying. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, very good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We saw Jeff twice. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff, he looked different.
But the one where he was dressed like a little girl with pigtails, I'm thinking nobody's abducting that kid.
He was definitely safe down in his submarine. Down in his sub, nobody. No. Why am I on big picture, Tin?
What are we supposed to say? What is the magic words?
Oh,
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Just the plan. 10, let's do this.
And welcome back to Tintv, the greatest late night talk show on the planet in our own minds.
In our own little minds. Hello, everyone. And let's say hi to everybody in chat. We got B, Charming, Interesting Tisbits, Jason, Sharon,
Stephanie,
Mary Freeman, John Dunning, the
Jason,
for real. Hello,
Jason Schmidt,
Mitch, Doc P. Who was first in? Smoking
I know that was first in was that Willard.
Oh,
yeah, Willard Hall.
Willard. And Melinda Powers, Terry King. How are you guys?
Tubala, good to see you. Navy Vet, good to see you.
Sissy K.
Mountaineer Momo. Crypto Crank. On X.
Oh, Navy Vet's out here. Cool. And Mountaineer Mama. Oh, yeah.
By the way, we also are live on X.
Yes, we're live on X for Blue Check Approved, you guys. Yeah. There's Zed, awesome Zed and Cola.
Hello.
Rich. Cola. To all the lurkers that like us, hello. To all the lurkers that hate us, hi there. What you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm full of energy. It's a Sunday. We're gonna start this week off right, guys. Yeah. And a
Wait,
lot
Jay,
going on.
Jay, could you blow harder?
Is it me?
Yeah, I'm getting excited though. It's working for me. Let's keep doing it.
Can you blow harder? That's bad.
Shit, half the time you guys say you can't hear me, then you say you can hear me breathing.
We can't see you though. You froze.
Hello, Ultra
I'm just
Mega
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Colas, for sending over Ultra Mega Patriot for Life. That's a cool name.
Yeah, that is cool. Thank you. Thanks for
Wow,
giving us a shot.
Oh, and Lisa Bama by the Bay. I forgot you. There you are in chat, girl. Oh, and Chessboard's here. Chessboard.
I know Wild Edibles is coming later, so I'm just saying hi now.
Oh, yeah. We love Wild Edibles. So, how's your guys' Sunday?
Mine was awesome.
Was it awesome?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
Played around. Watch football.
Cleaned your pool. I noticed in the background that beautiful blue glow.
Oh,
Cleanliness is next to, all that good stuff. And so I don't know where we want to start tonight, you guys, because do we start with the Trump stuff?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's start in the cathedral.
The cathedral. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll pictures while we're talking here, you guys, because basically he just showed up there. Well, he didn't basically show up, but he's there, and we all knew he was gonna be there. So, and I have to say, Trump, for the first time, I don't ever think this way, but dude, like. You sexy walking in, and I really like that tie, and I never have said that even when he was president before, guys. There's something about a man in a trench coat like that, but that tie.
So she got turned on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that man strutting in.
Has nothing to do with the hundreds of billions of dollars in his back pocket, right?
Yep.
Hey, I heard that the real president was there today too. You know who that is? Jill Biden.
Yeah.
Dr. Jill. She's our president now.
I still think it's Obama, but.
Oh yeah.
Running through Jill.
All right, my friend.
This is kind of a weird debunk of the coded handshake, you guys, today, because they're saying that, the handshake was, so here's a little coded thing on it.
Friends, I got a weird one for you. Check out this interaction between Donald Trump and the president of France, Emmanuel Macron. Now, Trump is in France because of the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral after it burnt down years ago. But everybody is talking about these handshakes they were having as they met, and I'm saying the same exact thing. What is going on here?
It means kneel to me, Frenchie.
Any sort of
No,
it's
a power thing. It's just power.
Coded within these handshakes. Trump is trying to tell us something, and I don't know
know if it's some sort of strong arm type deal going on.
That's
Yes.
He's
exactly.
hiking his elbow way up to almost to where his shoulder is, and it's just a very awkward position. It's a very masculine looking handshake.
I'll
almost like
flip
he's trying
you
to
like a
overpower
cheese omelet.
and or show the American people or the people of France that there's something going on. Trump has something up his sleeve, and I'm sure you're going to see this from a lot of body language experts and things like that. But because of these strange movements, I think it's going to be hard to read this as some sort of natural movement. He's definitely trying to say something here. What that is, I'm not quite sure. I mean, you can see Macron doing his own weird hand things here, so it's not just Trump. These guys are all sorts of touchy-feely, and I don't understand what's going on here, so I had to make this video and point out some of these very odd interaction. I'm telling you, my friends, there is a language these people use that they flaunt
Look
out
at
in the
that.
public to
Look
get
like a
messages across
fight.
to each other. They hide these in
A
news
hand
articles,
reference.
TV shows, and
It's
movies.
power.
It's everywhere. It's a whole separate
It's
language.
power.
that they
It's
use
called
to
a French
communicate,
mistake.
at least in theory. You can even go as far as analyzing the color of Trump's tie. There are literally websites dedicated to determining what he means by wearing
Greg knows
certain
what the
ties
French
or
mistake
appears
is.
at certain times. Now, this doesn't go just for Trump. This is almost a way of life for a lot of these elite type people. I can't stress this enough, my friends. When you see these people doing weird things on camera, they are usually communicating with each other in ways that could be passed off as normal through the mainstream media, but at the same time leave us constantly wondering That's the why these people tickler. seem so weird. weird. Yorga, that's the And that's why tickler. can you please leave your
Yeah,
thoughts
it
down
is.
below. This is super important.
It's
And
a
I
you will
share this
kneel
video.
before your God right now.
I gave him
Frenchie.
the Frenchy tickler.
Yeah,
It's
because
all-
I've never
it's all-
seen a man do that unless the guy was really, really short. And Trump is what, 6'2", Macaroni Man must be what, 6 foot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Tim, us
that's-
guys, we do some shit
So
like that.
the-
It's
the
weird.
the people over in Italy and in Paris, they want his ass gone. They're just like us with Biden, okay? So you got to understand that's a power move. That was a power handshake. They were struggling to pull each other. Who's got the more power towards each other? And Trump said he does that. That's one of his signature things. When he shakes
That's
your
why
hand,
we-
he'll pull you towards you.
That's why we pissed outside.
Even
Well,
Joe Rogan said when Trump came to shake his hand, he made sure to embed his feet because he knew he was going to pull him.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
power
Mitch-
move.
Mitch
I
says
like the
that's a
bacon.
standard pull UN handshake, and then Jason said he's trying to grab Trump's butt from behind.
Well, no, that was
And
him trying to get through the door first. Who went through the door first? See, Macron pushed Trump's arm back, his left arm back with his right arm to go through that door first.
And then Milk and Honey said French guy was like, mine's bigger, and T-Man was like, nah.
T-Man was just like, make me some fucking spaghetti, dude.
Frenchie said the water was cold, and Trump said, and it's deep too.
That's right.
Well, I just think it's a little odd, don't you?
No, it's definitely odd.
That's
definitely,
how guys do. That's what we do. Weird stuff like that, Tim. We're weird.
Definitely odd. But you watch I think there's video, you might have it, of him shaking Zelensky's hand. Same thing. He pulls.
And handles that little bastard.
Yeah.
Shift kicker's in back, Greg.
Okay, here's the Zelensky poll. Craig, can you grab her? Here's the
See her
Zelensky.
though. She's right here. I thought it. Would I be removing?
No, she's in back.
No, she's in now.
Okay, so here's the Zelensky handshake again. He doesn't pull him in quite as hard as he did Macaroni guy.
No, but he's got a
And
squeeze on
Macaroni
him.
guy tries to get in the middle real quick. Hey, buds. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I don't know.
And he's the one helping, send in weapons over there too.
Shame he couldn't afford a suit.
Okay, now this is when they were supposedly
Exactly.
coming out.
But he got a $285 million ski resort in Switzerland. Sorry, Tin.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, Trump goes to a nice rig, and then Zelensky's in like a SUV that, a mom would drive.
Trump will be going to the, what's it called?
Oh,
The beach.
and you notice, look at Trump is like a boss, like Diddy. He's got someone carrying an umbrella over him. What happened to Zelensky? Where's his umbrella hold? Now look at his bomb ass rig.
You should have used Diddy as a boss.
Yeah, okay, look at Zelensky's rig. Did you see that? So
Oh yeah,
it's
he jumped in a Hyundai. A Hyundai.
a Hyundai.
What? Look at this. Yeah.
I mean,
Is that
look
an
at
armored
that.
Hyundai? What is
And
that?
he even gets in the back seat of it.
That's funny. In a car seat.
Yeah, yeah. Who? That's
So
funny.
then
You know.
Prince William,
I saw him. Yeah, he shook.
he did the thing too, but apparently Harry and Meghan got put on the other side, and they were pissed. So that's him meeting Prince William.
And he knows what's going on.
Oh yeah, he's got to know. But I guess Meghan and Harry were really pissed.
Elon Musk.
Oh, and then here's the whole thing on CNN. They're all trying to say that Elon's trying to play daddy or something, or taking over Vance's spot as a vice president. So this is what the other side's saying with this war hawk monger mustache little. I don't like him.
Elon Musk, who we've seen, of course, by his side on the campaign trail and now in the transition, but also increasingly in the middle of a lot of these conversations with foreign leaders, and in the conversations about foreign conflicts. What do you make of that?
That's who that mother effer is.
War hawk.
You know, it's almost like Musk has become vice president. I don't know where J.D. Vance is on this trip, but Elon Musk, to this point, remains a private citizen, and he has no governmental authority. He may have extraordinary influence over Donald Trump, but the rubber meets the road at noon on the 20th of January. Musk is going to have to decide which way to jump. And
this guy's just trying to stir up shit.
Stirring shit like always.
This is wrong.
But the key was he's telling Elon he's going to have to jump ship. He's going to have to take a side.
No,
so the deep state's warning Elon because this guy's deep state Bolton.
Totally.
Yeah,
you're right.
Totally. Look what channel it is, okay? You got Deep State Bolton. So the first thing they're going to do is start throwing bullshit out there just to get you thinking, oh, is Trump going to take Elon on as a vice president? Oh, that throws a whole loop into things, doesn't it?
No, I can't change his mind now.
It's just a bullshit thing, man. Elon doesn't even. Elon's already got his job. His job revolves around the whole world with American money and doing business across the world. That's why he's over there.
Right, but listen to what Bolton says, though.
Because fuck Bolton, he's a piece of shit.
I know, but they send messages through the media. So listen again.
I think people will have to make a judgment whether there's undue influence or anything else. But right now, look, these people are private citizens. Let's keep that in mind. People will have to jump, and in January, Musk is going to have to decide which way to jump. And
why does he have to figure out which way to jump?
Going to have to decide which way to jump.
He doesn't. He's already got control.
And why does this guy even get to talk?
That's why he's trying to push something. He's pushing his agenda.
That's
all they do.
Message. He's sending a message from the deep state side to Elon. Look, you're going to have to make a decision on the 20th. And you either come with us or no. Think about it. They've been doing this shit right in front of us. What do you think in chat? Do you think I'm right? Put a 1. I'm wrong. Put a 2. I'm okay with being wrong too.
Tim, that's exactly what he's doing. Is he's putting it out there for all of us to hear or the mainstream media to hear, just baiting us to even think somewhere else.
You're right.
Elon has a job to do. Whether he did shit bad before, I don't know. You don't know. We don't know yet.
Okay, well, at least Cola agrees with me and Lindquist that they're sending a warning shot to Elon through Bolton. Bolton, right on. They can't just send him an email. They can't just send him, text him, because then there'll be a trail. But if you say it out on the news like that,
we still have pigeons, Tin. Okay, I've seen them.
You add that. I believe there's real birds. Go ahead, Gal. Sorry.
That's okay. Add that Peter, I think his name is Holtz or something like that, that said on January 21st, we're going to have all these diseases and viruses released on January 21st. He
Yeah.
came on the mainstream and said that. Yeah.
Again, it could happen. Maybe we don't know.
Hey,
They're
Big
just,
Wolf guys, I gotta go.
all right. Good night,
My
Shift.
prayer is
Get some
dropped.
sleep.
Please copy it, somebody.
Oh,
Love you.
Okay.
Prayers for you. We'll
Love you
get
guys
it.
too.
we'll add
Bye.
you in our prayer, babe.
Night shift.
Feel better.
She's
Yeah,
got a lot going on.
yes, she does.
GA Cracker, welcome. Oh, and 420 is
It
out
just
there.
depends. It just depends on who's got control. Trust the plan, right, Booty?
Trust the
Trust
plan, baby.
That's the only fucking thing we can do.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, there ain't
I
nothing
think
you and
it's
I
a
ain't gonna
little.
do.
I think it's a
It's
little
going beautiful.
coincidence that the Bolton's up there, sending a message like that. It just yeah.
I can see your part. Maybe they're sending a message, but I can also
Well,
see him just up
Scavino
there.
sent a message. You said
Yeah,
Scavino sent a message.
Scavino sent a message with the picture of the White House, and it said it was part of a Q post, I believe, and it was Trump will be back Trump will be back in his house before 2025.
Oh, yeah. That's what I've
And
always said.
yeah, so there's shit going on that we don't even know about.
It's going to be so fast.
But
Yeah,
if Scavino did that, why wouldn't you think that Bolton wouldn't do it for the deep state industrial complex, military?
His ass is going down too. They've already got him. They're already trapped.
Good.
They've already outed themselves. Each and every fucking one of them.
Well, there's a Supreme Court case going on, and no, it's not none of them. It's the one where there's already a case about some wrongdoing in the voting in California and a couple other places. And I heard some people talking about it today that they may flip seats, and then they also had, and I think Pootie shared that, but there's also another Supreme Court case going on about some of the ballot boxes and stuff. So if you add all that together, it does make you wonder.
Hang on, Jeff B. What was on Holly's phone when during the raid trial? It said something was on his phone.
Don't listen to that jackass. Have you heard nothing from the plan? That is the last jackass you want to listen to.
Holly's my senator.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of people going down for election fraud, even this time. But they're still going to get them for 2020. And these fucking parties, and these pardons that Biden's handing out don't mean a fucking thing. Or Trump would have been going berserk over them already. He hasn't said a word. Because it's out of his control. It's out of you're into treason and sedition. You're done.
He's
it
a
goes
phony.
straight to a JAG lawyer, straight to the.
It's all coming out now, Jay. It's all coming out now. Everything's coming out now, and everybody who helped them pull off their bullshit for the last 4 years has been watched, and they're going to be dealt with too. That's the best part about it.
And the part is, we had to go through this. We not so much because we were calling this as it was going on, to the best of our ability, but we as in people who have no idea and just live their lives and just listen to what the government says. We had to see it. We had to go through this. So we just hope it doesn't go to World War III. Right now, you're just trying not to go to World War III. That's what you're trying not to do.
They're gonna pull something, and they want to pull it, with the alien invasion. Hey, Crypto Crank on X says the only issue I have with trust the plan aspects is it seems to keep many waiting. Is it just me?
No, it's everybody.
Everybody waiting because there's so many dumbasses that can't wake up. So many people that are so snowed into the bullshit. It's crazy.
But look, here's part of the plan. Look how many Democrats have done turning to Republicans. That's the
that.
plan right there.
But then you wonder if they're turning to the Republicans because they know they are going to get caught.
That's
So
right.
they're trying to protect their ass. I mean,
Right.
we don't
Think
know.
about how many of them are acting like Democrats, but secretly are voting for Trump in the booth. You
Miss
know?
Piggy, Miss Piggy Cheney. There's one.
Oh, why would
I had to go. I went and stayed with a friend. I'm sorry. I went and stayed with a friend of mine in Florida a couple years ago, and he's a bleeding liberal, but we're good friends. We know not to go there. And his wife, the news was on, and I was just listening to all this anti-Trump shit, and it was like, allegedly this, and I said, allegedly, I was trying to be cool because I'm in their house. And then she just turns and she goes, those Republicans, they're just a bunch of sheep being led around by a goat. And I had to bite my damn tongue, man. It's like, yeah, that's what we are.
I would have had to went out and got some hay, stuck
Man,
in my mouth.
Let's mail a poop to her address, Jordan. Mail a poop to her.
Yeah.
No, they're nice people. They let me stay there and stuff, but I just listen to their dumb shit and let it go.
No, I know what you mean.
If there's any liberals out there that want to host Yorga, he's willing to go. Just call.
He's been through it. He knows what to do. He's a pro now.
It's bad with musicians, man. There's so many musicians that are liberals, and they're just clueless. Man. They're freaking clueless.
Well, it's kind of weird that when you look back in time, Laurel Canyon and that whole place building.
Oh, the place with the Rockefeller.
He just died, and they said he was living in squalor. He was a hoarder, but yet he's one of the richest guys on the planet.
You know what? That's a crazy place to drive through too, man. Because it's like this everywhere you go in there. It's like there's a hairy turn in a hill and a valley and everything. I didn't mean to go through there. I ended up in Laurel Canyon.
That's a hippie area, right?
Yeah, that's where like Boston Stills, Nash, the Eagles, all those fruity people live there.
Yeah, it said
people
it
out
was
there. It's Laurel Canyon, California. This is in California.
Joni Mitchell.
So Laurel Canyon was an undeniably true to its form in the mid 1960s to the 70s. Some of the most iconic or melodic, atmospheric, and God, I can't even read that. Political American popular music was written by the residents of Laurel Canyon, including Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, Chris Hillman, Roger McGuinness, J.D. Souther, J.D. Still, the Mamas and the Papas, Carole King, the Eagles, Richie Fury in the Buffalo Spring and Poncho, and many more. A lot but now I'm going to show you a little history that this lady, she put this
together. There was an Air Force base there, right, Tin?
Yep.
I don't know.
Guess what, you guys? It's now owned by Jared Leto. So
30 Seconds to Mars.
This is a little flashback of the crazy coincidences that have been coming out of Laurel Canyon. Oh, and Manson's. Yeah, the Mansons. Yep.
Yeah, they were in there. And the song, Our House is a very, very nice house with two cats in the yard. That house is still there. And there's still two cats out there somewhere.
And what we talk about, or there's tunnels house to house to night.
That's right. I have not heard that.
House tunnels.
So here we go. Listen to this. Mute your mics, you guys.
So you know that Rothschild that just passed away in the mountains of California in a fire? That it took them 33 minutes to put out? That seems very oddly specific. But were you aware that this happened in a place called Laurel Canyon? Are you familiar with Laurel Canyon? Maybe I can refresh your memory or tell you something new here today that you didn't know. Laurel Canyon was the home of Wonderland Air Force Base. Wonderland Air Force Base had created an entire studio on their acres of property. This studio was not just for recording music, but it was also for making films. This was the propaganda arm of our military And it's pretty fascinating stuff if you think about it, because not only did they infiltrate the music industry, but they also infiltrated the film industry. And this is pretty well known by most of us at this point, at least I hope so. But what's super interesting is that each of the homes up there, many of them, if not all of them, have tunnels that connect to each other underground. Not just to each other, but all the way down into town, all the way down into nightclubs. Fun things like that. There was a huge movement in the 60s when the war was starting out, and a lot of the people at the time, similar to today, wanted nothing to do with it. They were peace-loving people who said, this isn't our fight, I don't want to go to war, and it became a hippie movement. Well, the wonderful Wonderland Air Force Base decided they wanted to put their hand in manipulation into this movement. So they completely manufactured artists such as The Doors, Joni Mitchell, and I could go on. There's so many. But these artists, a lot of them were not even artists to begin with. Some of them had never even touched an instrument in their entire lives. And so they would fly in people into this Air Force Base to make sure that the sound that was coming out of these records was pristine and beautiful, although it wasn't even actually played by the frontmen of these bands. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Apparently they ended these programs after a while. That's what they say anyway. I think they just moved. But Laurel Canyon is also well known for other things too, like Charles Manson and his cult. Here's an interesting connection for you. The guy who ended up buying Wonderland Air Force Base, because now it's decommissioned, is Jared Leto. Yeah, he owns it now. Just think of the things he could produce in that space. And what's interesting is he also seems to have a cult-like following. Yeah. Fascinating stuff. Go down that rabbit hole of the Laurel Canyon. You'll be fascinated, I promise. Houdini even had a house there. In fact, I think you can go on this app and find a video when his house went up for sale or something. Anyway, they toured it, and you could see the lavish gardens, and they even mentioned the tunnels. These things that you call conspiracy theories actually go way further back than you realize. It's not something that just started in the 21st century. It's been going on for a really, really long time. Do yourself a favor and look into Laurel Canyon. I love you.
I did. I got
believe
cussed
it.
out there.
I believe every bit of it. I believe it all.
So now that just trips me out, because I look back to the 70s. I was a very young child, but I remember some really beautiful music that came out of that era. Things changed up in the 80s, obviously, but wow, I can see how they could probably be doing some kind of MK Ultra shit just through the music on people.
They were naive.
There's no doubt a lot of good music came out of Laurel Canyon. I mean, let's just face it.
The devil's in the music. I'm sorry to say.
Yep.
But Charles Manson, and now why does Jared Leto own that? What is? Yeah, no.
Because the same shit is going on now that was going on then, Tin.
He also played the killer of the Beatle. What's his face? John Lennon. He played the guy who killed John Lennon.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
And then
I know he played a really crummy Joker.
Yep, he did.
And then Houdini had a house there too, but yeah, no biggie deal. They all knew that there were tunnels, and then I saw another video where there's an area that just recently got burned out in California. I can't remember the area, but they said that there's tunnels that go down to the streets there too, and they have their own road, and they get like, what the
Yeah, this is their cult or whatever you want to call it. They're the elite, the ones that do the deal.
And it just
Their club.
Yeah, their club.
And to think that Joni Mitchell and some of those people weren't even musicians, they just probably, said, "Oh, you got the voice, so we're gonna teach you how to do this shit." Like, I don't know. And then all the lips. Oh, maybe they were lip syncing. Oh, maybe they were lip syncing like that
Oh,
chick.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
Milli
I was
Vanilli.
thinking of them, Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
OMG. And I liked Milli Vanilli too, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna admit that shit
Girl,
on.
you know
Now
it's
you
true.
know it's true.
Ooh, yeah. Anyhow, so that was a little bit of some interesting stuff, you guys, on Laurel Canyon, and that whole Rothschild thing does seem a little sketch, but it is that time of the show.
Hey, all you cool cats, it's time for Craig the Hunter's news segment.
And now for your Tintv mostly true news report. I am Luther Vandross. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. First, for the real and good news.
That did nothing for me, Craig.
I
I know, me neither, buddy. Don't quit your day job.
That was
that was.
You want to do a retake on that one?
No. If y'all were tripping on acid like I am right now, it'd be a whole lot more funny.
Hold on. Jeff B just said he loved it.
Well, see, that's all that matters. First,
Craig,
for the real.
Did you get that jacket from David Byrne from Talking Heads?
You know what? It's very funny you mentioned that, but I sure did. First, for the real and good news. And we have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and he will abide, and who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. That's 1 John 4:16 in the New King James Version.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. This part of the show may seem analog, but will eventually return to digital shortly. And now for Breaking Jeff B.
Oh, good.
Watch out. You might get hit with a dick, yeah. Cool rabies. Secret but not a secret agent. He's an ordinary girl. Cutting off his schlong. Hold tight. Onto Jeff's muffin topping. Hold tight. He's a white dude for Kamala. It's his body and it's his choice. Cutting off his schlong.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
3 out of 4 psychologists recommend viewing Tintv for overall wellness and mental stability. However, one psychologist is keeping a close eye on Tin.
Oh yeah, I know, and so are the TTers. So.
And now for your mostly true viewer comments. If you don't like this segment, Tough Schmidt. Jason likes it. Living in the moment writes, heart. Great show again. Smiley face, cat eyes, cat smiley face. Thank you all. Heart. Mike B, and I want to give Mike B a shout out for making it much bearable, more enjoyable to read. watching the replay with a Dr. Pepper. I am so thankful for being part of this community. Prayers for all. God bless. Heart, 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 heart. Thank you,
All
Mike
right.
B.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a nice one, Mike.
Mrs. Chicken Broth.
Y'all are all part of the community, except for
Well,
Jeff. Well, not even Jeff B's part of the community, even though David Cowboy said some mean things too. And I saw you too, Doc P, and I'm very disappointed. Maybe a dick's going to hit two of you guys pretty soon. So y'all should just watch out where you're walking. That's all I'm saying. Bobby Dane's right. I didn't see anything. Bobby Dane's right. Always great show. A thumb up and 5 hearts. Thank you, Bobby.
all right.
RLB writes, heart, 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 heart to my favorite kitty. Thank you for telling me you love me, girl. That made my day. Now on to business. Those underground noises, could they be from, or are they drilling the mountain out to make a shelter? Good point. Or was it from underground testing of certain lasers? Maybe nukies, the cookies. I put nothing past any government, for all of them are concerned with is that we are slaves and expendable. Yippee! Hugs. It ended good. Wait. There's more.
Those booms are still going, though. Okay.
Yeah, it's still going. They're still drilling. They're making shelters. So this makes it 420 all day long. I'm with you on that one, sister. Sid the Sloth. We are all going to die. Yippee! I love RLB.
That's a great.
That must mean we're all gonna die.
I feel so great about the future. Wait, a comment from my godparents. Mr. and Mrs. Burns, I inherited a small windfall and don't know what to do with it. That's what they comment, which is great. I sure would like to help y'all. Donna Latte writes, heart. Tin didn't realize the Tin and crew were on last night, watching Tuesday night. Burr in Northeast Georgia, mountains high. Today was 45. Low will be 29.
Ooh.
Wow.
Put on a coat.
Nope. Couldn't do it. Move.
And then we had a weird somebody made a post on something, and then there was this gigantic, like it almost looked like a thread going on crypto and shit. Did you see that in that last week's show?
Oh yeah. Somebody posted a comment. We're not going to read that comment, but it was like yes, consult this lady. She's great with crypto. Oh, yes, I know about it. Somebody would it was like a bunch of people having a phony conversation about some bitch who sells crypto. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was really weird, you guys. Go back and read it.
Go back to the chat from the last show we did, which was what was that, a Monday night? Yeah, it was a Monday night show. But
Monday
very
night,
strange.
yeah.
David Cowboy, I won't hit you with a dick. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to threaten you with like that. Only Jeff B gets that honor. He loves them. Sue Loopfer writes, sorry I missed the live. So glad to see Yorga back. So were we. We were very glad to have Yorga back.
Yes, we are.
Jay, looks like you're healing well and you look a little thin. Well, yeah, because he's been getting in shape. He's trying to get into that pool. Maybe a taco is in order for your ass. No, she didn't say that last part. Continue prayer for healing. Love you all.
Thank you
Life
very
with
much.
Bobby writes, love, good show, guys. And 3 purple hearts. It's great. Diane writes, thank you, Agent J. Just got stock in XRP.
Woohoo! Yes.
Oh,
That shit's
good.
doing good, isn't it, Jay?
Even that 60 minutes thing they showed tonight.
That was a bummer.
After that, man, it didn't tell us anything we wanted to hear. It took a hit down to 250, 248.
It got cheaper.
Yeah.
Ooh, buy now. Save
Buy
money.
now. It's cheaper. Buy it before it goes even cheaper. First in the schmooze, FBI investigates reports of large drones flying over New Jersey. seeking the public's help. That's you folks out there. The FBI is investigating reports about several mysterious nighttime drone flights that have recently occurred across central New Jersey and are asking the public for their help. Witnesses have spotted a cluster of what appears to be drones, larger than those typically used by hobbyists. I didn't know they
Yeah, I see a congressman or a senator talking about that today. I think they said,
drones.
if they don't know, if they don't know what they are, why ain't they shooting them down? You know,
Exactly. Probably their shit.
even he started talking about it.
But here's another thing, Pootie says, as well as a possible fixed-wing aircraft flying in several areas. I mean, are they just letting everybody in this freaking country? That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. It is
Now,
not clear.
Craig, I don't mean to interrupt you, but hasn't that been happening in England as well? Like swarms of drones over England.
Maybe that is. I'm not sure. If there's any British UK viewers out there, then if y'all have drone situation like this, please let us know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got something on that when you're done. So
Well, good.
Yeah.
Put it back on full screen, damn it. I want to see all these people.
Why all of a sudden are they saying drones? Why is now drones?
I know, man. It's the acid. Jay, just go with it. Don't fight it.
I'm going.
That's what it's going to make you see. Just don't fight it. Okay. It is not clear why the flights happened or who was flying the devices, but federal and state officials stress that there currently is no known threat to public safety. It's all safe, folks. Don't even worry about a thing. The flights have raised questions in part because they took place near Picatinny Arsenal, a U.S. military research and manufacturing facility. Could be Chinese drone. And over President-elect Donald Trump's golf course, Bedminster. So they're flying in some really strange areas for them not to know whose they are or what they are.
Yeah.
The FBI asked the residents to share any videos or photos that they may have of the flights, along
But
with.
doesn't it almost seem like I don't mean to talk over you, Craig, but doesn't it
Yeah, you
almost seem
did,
like
you asshole.
all of their technology, couldn't we like electronically block their signal or whatever and let them all fall down? You know? I mean, come on, man.
I've been trying to come up with that solution because I have the same problem in my work. People flying drones, and I want to zap them out the sky, Yorga. We need to get together and talk about this.
Yeah.
The Federal Aviation Administration imposes drone flights restricted in the area while authorities investigate the situation reports.
Why aren't they sending up F-32s up or F-16s up, chasing? See what the hell it is.
They go too fast. You need a helicopter, like a gunship.
By the way, which some National Guard just got a buttload of Apache helicopters. Now, what does a National Guard need Apache attack helicopters for?
Take down drones.
Rescue missions.
Yeah.
Next in my oven, Pennsylvania couple who divorced in 1975 to remarry Sunday. What? Did they not learn their lesson?
What a fool.
Faye Gable and Robert Renrich, who I like to call stupid ass, met because he and his older brother, her older brother was his best friend. And she says he told them he was going to marry her someday. Then they wed in November of 1951 and had 4 children together, but divorced in 1975 for reasons they declined to discuss. They're very embarrassed about it. They got really hot and they started doing like this to their collars. It was really creepy. I suspect she was a heavy snorer. It was the problem. Both eventually remarried and remained with their spouses for many years until the spouses died. However, relatives say Gable and Wenrich always had a good relationship and often attended family events together. They recently decided it was time to tie the knot again. They're like 2 teenagers in love, they say. They do everything together, Carol Smith, the couple's youngest daughter, told us. Referring to her father, she said, he said she was the first love of my life. I never thought I'd get her back. And now that I did, I'm not wasting any time. Great story, though.
Oh,
That
that's
was all tax. That's tax purposes. That ain't feel good story.
No, it's a feel-good story. Winrich turned
Fucking for
94
taxes.
on Friday, while he turned 94, while his once and future bride is 89. They have 14 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren, and twin great-grandchildren.
And you
Gable
just proved my point.
there's a lot of kids there involved. There's going to be some inheritance. Gable says has two stepsons who will be among those attending the wedding on Sunday in in the borough of Denver. Not borough. I thought that was called Borough Denver, but it's the borough of Denver in southeast Pennsylvania. So it's Denver, Pennsylvania. I guess. I think we'll be good now for the next couple of years. Remrich says. That's a great story. Yep. And this concludes the conclusion, or better known in some circles as the end. I hope you've enjoyed your mostly true news report. I am Craig Hunter.
I'll be shift.
I gotta go.
Ty, you're Ty.
Tonight's Ty sitting around the Christmas tree at the holly.
I love it. It's cute.
The jacket was perfect for that skit.
Okay, I gotta go to the toilet now. I gotta go to the toilet.
You go to the toilet?
I gotta go to the toilet.
Fred, while you got that coat on, you got to do this is not my wife. This is not my house.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Oh, shit.
So you mentioned the drone situation. And so on Fox, I guess they came out here and they were talking about this. I guess this was yesterday. Yeah.
They were here in Phoenix, man. They had a bunch of them in Phoenix that somebody pulled over and were filming just off their iPhone, so you know they didn't mess with it.
Who's in the drones?
It was crazy. They were no drones. These things were not drones. They were too huge.
The aliens.
Are you talking about the Phoenix lights from like back a long time ago?
I saw that years ago. You
this actually saw them?
This one, yeah. Oh, yeah. That shit, the whole valley saw them. This just happened a week ago or so. And it was all over YouTube and stuff. Yeah. They were filming them. They had a kid with them. They're telling their kid to stay in the car. They're going, what the hell? I mean, they're talking just like normal people. What the hell are these things? You know, whether it was blue beam or real, I don't know.
Well, this is what Fox News had to say on it yesterday evening.
Sources tell us there's a possibility that these drones are actually very advanced military craft and that the Pentagon's testing these drones over friendly American territory. Drone warfare has become so critical, as we've seen in Ukraine, that the U.S. military needs to test American drone capability in residential and urban areas. But the DoD is acting like these drones are a real concern. Listen.
This week, the Secretary signed a classified strategy for countering unmanned systems, more commonly known as drones, have the potential to pose both an urgent and enduring threat to U.S. personnel, facilities, and assets overseas, and increasingly in the U.S. homeland. As you know, the threats presented by these systems are changing how wars are fought. The DoD is orienting around a common understanding of the challenge and a comprehensive approach to addressing it.
Meanwhile, the FAA is issuing a warning. If they catch whoever's flying these drones, they're going to hit them with fines and revoke their licenses. That sounds kind of like a lot of hot air, because how can you find somebody you can't even find?
I know what to fix that. More money.
More money.
My
Oh,
There's
money.
got to be a way to track them. It's got to be. It's got to be,
has to
man.
be.
Come on, we're not that
Well,
dumb. You
has to
know.
be. Or and if they were something else, they'd be knocking them out. We'd be trying to knock them out of the sky, whether we could, whether we couldn't. Damn well, right. They'd be trying to knock them out.
Now there
Yeah.
also were drones over England and the in that area, and here's something from this guy over in Europe saying what he thinks it's a big workup to basically.
I just talked with a police detective in the Netherlands. He's the founder of Police for Freedom and a foremost freedom fighter in Europe. He explained to me that he's convinced that the next major move of the cabal, the deep state, the Illuminati, the elites, whatever they're called, will be a fake alien invasion. He says that they have already the vaccines ready to inject people to protect them from the unknown viruses that.
Exactly, Jay. Listen to this, okay?
He looks like
This sounds, think about it. They're making vaccines and I don't know. Okay, let me.
No,
that the aliens will have, and he says that there are plans for lockdowns, major worldwide lockdowns, because if we're being invaded by aliens, he says the narrative will be nobody knows what dangerous diseases they are carrying. He's the founder of Police to Protect them.
Oops, sorry, I meant to pause. YouTube, by the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. We're not giving out any medical or legal advice. It's just an opinion of this person. I don't know shit, okay? I don't know shit. YouTube, leave me alone.
Tin, is this so you think this could be the way they lock everything down?
Well, it's a theory. So, like I said, YouTube, leave me alone. This is educational. It's entertainment. I don't know if it's real. Okay.
Them from the unknown viruses that the aliens will have, and he says that there are plans for lockdowns, major worldwide lockdowns, because if we're being invaded by aliens, he says the narrative will be nobody knows what dangerous diseases they are carrying, and so everybody will be needs to lock down to.
Okay, so YouTube, it's just a hypothetical. Okay, I don't know, but okay.
Protect everyone.
Look at
he says that.
What Hickel?
Stephanie's comment.
Oh, I can't highlight.
It says, yep.
I'm in the background.
Project Bluebeam. Yep, Project Bluebeam. That's what Stephanie says.
I'm breaking this up, you guys, because I know I got haters out there and they like to report us. So again, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's just an opinion. I don't know anything. I don't know shit.
It's going to be their last straw. If that fails, they have nothing anymore. This is very encouraging. We've agreed to work together to expose this to humanity. We all know about Project Bluebeam, where they can project anything in the sky. They can just fool you with anything. They can make all kinds of effects, and people will think it's real. So I'm putting this quickly out there after this conversation to encourage you guys to be aware of this, okay? There's some very heavy messaging going on also here on X, about extraterrestrial life, about Mars, about UFOs, about aliens. All of a sudden, Congress has decided to expose, to reveal. All of a sudden, they're supposedly honest about this, we have to tell the people that, yes, aliens are real. Yeah, for real. So one of the things that this police detective and I have in common is that we are both utterly blown away. We are shocked to see that so many people who claim to be awake, who claim to be intelligent, that they are already falling for this. I mean, in the awakened and freedom movement, you see already that a very large percentage is on their hind legs, very excited. They can't wait until the aliens are coming. And, this shows how we are not awake, how hundreds of millions of people worldwide who claim to be awake are insanely brainwashed. We have been programmed by the perpetual flow of Hollywood movies, the predictive programming. We've all been hoodwinked already. Our mind has been prepared for this. We've all seen the films about, the aliens, and we have no idea how we have already been brainwashed to go along with this. So, guys, this is going to be interesting. There are video clips all around the internet where they are showing special lights and all kinds of things in the sky. This detective said it's already 20 years ago that discos had these laser beams to shine on the clouds. It's nothing strange. And he says that people sometimes say, oh, look, there's a strange light in the sky there. Yeah, okay, there's an energy plant there, or there's greenhouses over there. They project their lights onto the clouds. People are so gullible. I should almost say, especially in the awakened community. So, guys, be aware of this. Be really awake and know that this has been their agenda for decades. It is with a reason that they've been making all these films about aliens. It's for a reason that they've been bombarding you and your children and you as a child with all this messaging about aliens, because they know, their ultimate attempt will be the aliens are attacking us, so all the nations have to come together in a one world government, a one world military. We have to combine our forces to defeat these aliens. And, it's going to be their final attempt. So I'm just putting it out there. I hope that you guys don't fall for it.
Can I say something real quick?
I don't believe that German accent. Sorry.
There was a book that was written a long, long time ago called Wild Card. And the book was basically, I won't take this up a lot of time, it was basically the whole world was in chaos. And the United States came up with this plan to do it like a fake, like a Roswell, like a completely fake UFO crash. And the intelligence they get is that these guys are going to attack the world. And so it gave the entire world a common enemy. And so the world came together to fight these fake aliens. I mean, this is very much what he's saying.
Yeah, very much so. And that's what they're going to do, because it's more demonic, I think. They're more demons than anything, if they're seeing
I don't know.
A lot of people are saying they're demons, yeah.
I don't know. Are they? Or
to deceive you. Look, Jay, they're going to get you. I'm worried.
No,
Jay,
I'm both.
I've
got a big fat doobie to smoke with them. So whether they're,
from what I heard, they stay away from doobie smokers, so that might protect you.
But think about it.
What I'm saying is, this guy, Tin, hold on 1 second, please. This guy said this is their last attempt at bullshit. Yep. It's not their last attempt.
No, it ain't their last
attempt.
No.
You got. We're that close to fucking somebody letting go a nuke. Well, you guys don't realize that World War III is that freaking close. Yes. So, that would be a nice last attempt.
Well, I think Jared Leto is a part of this, because this Laurel Canyon thing's really popping up as a rabbit hole leading back to that studio that faked the first movement in the 60s. And now who knows? They're going to fake us out with the alien stuff. And they're going to make us all think that, they got something. And, but we magically got the Jubu juice for you, so you won't get infected by the reptilians, right?
There's some kind of alien disease. It's going to be the next one.
And I just don't. I mean, no, I don't see people falling for that shit. The
thing you got to think about too is if all out. If let's say everything goes tits up, and it's we go to all out nuclear war. The only guys who are going to be left are the sub guys, guys on submarines, Russian and Americans. They're gonna finally surface and go, what do we do now?
Where am I gonna go buy my Twinkies at?
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to buy Twinkies probably
I
after
know.
Trump gets in office because
JFK,
yeah,
RFK.
RFK.
Well, no, he's just going to make them better, Tint. He's just going to make them taste natural. Is what's going to
He's
happen.
gonna make him. He's gonna
Natural.
make him take the bullshit out of them.
Yes.
Same thing with Mountain Dew and
That's all they are.
and cola. Cola. They're going back to cane sugar.
I got
They're gonna
no
mold-
problem with that.
They're going to mold in
cane
2 or
sugar.
3 days. Eat them fast. That's the
Yeah.
only problem. The preservatives
that's-
work
There
now.
you go.
They really do.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. We're gonna be like Europe, where they go shopping every day.
Daily shopping.
They don't have huge refrigerators like we do. They got little ice boxes. You know. Go
Cosmic
down by.
Gal in chat said war drones are the future, and I think you're right. And welcome to the channel.
Hey to everybody on X, watching on X.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah.
over on X. Bring a friend.
Stephanie says a lot of our food is illegal in Europe, and that's right. And she went over to Ireland and realized that too.
No Kraft macaroni and cheese over there.
No Ritz crackers.
Oh, but you wouldn't believe it, you guys. TikTokers are trying to cancel mac and cheese Kraft because they're lying about their product, and it's going to take the TikTokers to take it down. They're throwing them in the garbage and filming it. It's epic. It's one after another after another. Like, do you realize what a personal boycott what we can all do with our money speaks volumes with these companies? It really does. But I'm
Yeah, but give it to a food bank. Don't throw it in the trash, man. Come on, man. People are hungry out there.
Every one of us, I guarantee you, grew up on macaroni and cheese.
I know, but it was the worst thing for us. I switched to Velveeta as soon as it came about.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's any better.
But as we were kids, you ate what was put
powder.
in front of you.
Powder orange cheese. By the way, Vape King. Good to see Vape King out there. Good to see you.
So let's go over to Hikal to get a little recap of what's been going on this last week over in Israel. Here, is that cool, Hikal?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
Well, I can tell you that the general population in Israel is not real happy about this latest thing in Syria, because the people that came in Syria, well, first of all, Erdogan of Turkey, he actually made a statement that the deal was made to let the rebels take over. And while Damascus is not destroyed right now, some people are saying it is. This whole deal could cause Damascus to be destroyed, because there's going to be a new pipeline, they say, that'll run through Syria and Turkey and into Europe. The Nordstrom was severed, and the new pipeline couldn't happen if Syria hadn't been taken over. So Damascus could actually be taken down and destroyed in retaliation. And they're saying, if you know Christians, tell them to get out of there, because the rebels are the rebels that kind of like took
They
their
just
heads
kill them.
off.
Yeah, they take their heads off of Christians. But I've read that Damascus has fallen.
Yes.
And isn't that the way it's put in the
Yes,
Bible?
it's fallen. It's fallen, and supposedly they are telling their troops to be cool with everybody. Even the prime minister, they're being cool with him. You know, the outgoing prime minister of Syria, they're being cool with him and letting him. You know, they're supposedly, from the news I saw, they're letting everybody. You know, as long as you're being cool, you're cool. What bothers me is we've got A-10s in eastern Syria, A-10 Warhawks. Yeah.
Right.
But no, it's not fallen. It's still there. We did send
Okay.
in an attack, and Israel did send in an attack. All that has happened is a change of leadership. When it is
Okay.
actually fallen, it will be totally destroyed, completely, like not a thing. It will be a hole
Really?
in the earth. Yes, it will be a hole in the earth.
So it won't
And,
be
and
a regime change. It'll be an actual decimation of Damascus.
Yeah, but it's stupid to destroy all the stuff that you could use if you're taking over the, you know, you're taking over. Why destroy everything?
Well, here's what the people are going to. Well, it's going to be destroyed because it's going to be a fight over the oil. But the people in Israel have said the problem is that if you read in Isaiah 17, after Damascus is no longer a city and will be a heap of ruins, after
Okay.
that happens, it says the people will turn to help for their creator, because when Damascus and Syria is destroyed, it says Israel's greatness will come to an end and its wealth will be replaced by poverty. And so they feel like that when that happens, that it's going to be their end. Because if you even go and look, like I even wanted to go look, because that could bring on the Ezekiel 38 war, because the leader that absconded is in Moscow. He's up there. They've shown pictures and videos.
Yeah,
He's up
Assad.
there.
Assad.
Yeah, you can. That's a straight line up
But
from
if
Israel.
it's gonna turn to their God, isn't their God? They're Muslim. They're isn't it Allah over there then? They're getting
No,
rid of
no,
all the
Israel.
Christians.
What it says is the poverty. It says, okay, I didn't want to read all of it because we're
Oh
running
no,
so late. But
sorry.
if you
No, we're
read,
good, Hit Gal. Keep going, girl.
okay, if you read Isaiah 17, and you can also go to Jeremiah 49 and Amos 1, but in Isaiah 17, it clearly says that the oracle concerning Damascus, behold, Damascus is about to be removed and will become a fallen city and ruin. There will be nothing left. And then after that, it says that Israel is going to fall into poverty. And God says that they're going to fall into poverty and they're going to cry out to their God.
Oh,
His
okay,
people,
okay.
because they've fallen away. Because let's face it, Tel Aviv is the biggest LGBTQ there is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Yep.
lot of butt sex going on there.
But they also, Hickel, didn't they say that the attackers will come from the extreme north? Like it's in the scripture, they use the word north, but it's the extreme north, which would be Russia. Russia.
That's Ezekiel 38, and Russia's going to come in and retaliate because the Nord Stream was cut. Syria's going to come there. The pipeline's going to come through Syria. There's oil there, and that's their view. Now, I mean, that could be wrong, but I'm just looking at what God says. And if you go read Isaiah 17, it talks about Damascus and Israel and how the people, because of their actions, are going to be, I mean, it's Isaiah 17
sense.
9. And it says God will silence them and they will run away, but it's not going to happen until Israel turns to God and quits turning away, because they've not been following God's.
Now, just to play devil's advocate, that's happened a lot of times. The people of Israel have been so disobedient to God that God just went, all right, screw it. Very many times in the Old Testament. You know what I mean? So
But when
I don't
you
know if that's
see
going to happen
Damascus,
again or if this is something that happened a long time ago. I'm sure Damascus has been destroyed a long time ago. So, before Isaiah, I mean, after Isaiah. And, so I don't know if this is actual like prophecy for these times or for, hundreds of years ago. I don't know.
the Old Testament is what happened then, and we repeat the constant same mistakes. I wish I'd have went and looked that verse up. We had several incidences going on today. Danny's truck tore up. Rachel's Denali tore up. We just had, and I was gonna go look up that verse, and I was gonna say that I was gonna bring those verses up where God says, "You people keep turning away from me. You turn away no matter how many times, and I forgive you time and time again." And so we keep repeating the same things in history.
Yeah, the Babylonians came in and took them all over. Nebuchadnezzar, all that stuff, man. It took them over. The Romans took them over. It's happened a bunch of times.
Exactly.
But isn't it ironic how you can relate to what's going on today and almost kind of predict what is going to happen?
Yeah.
It totally reminds me of when I watch movies and I go, "Holy shit, this is Homer's Odyssey. This is the
Yeah,
Odyssey."
yeah.
You know, it's like you see the same story played out over and
Yes.
over again.
Yeah.
Different ways, but same story.
Well, those tanks are not supposed to be in the area. That area is not the Golan Heights that these tanks have gone into for the first time in 50 years.
Put up Jason's comment. Look at this.
Yeah,
Pretty-
yeah. Jason's got one on the energy, and oh boy, where is that I had something on that? Okay, right here. President Trump states why, and this was just done when he was over in Notre Dame, I guess he did this interview, but in 27 seconds, he's going to tell you why he left people in Syria.
And then they say he left troops in Syria. You know what I did? I left troops to take the oil. I took the oil. The only troops I have are taking the oil. They're protecting the oil. I took over.
We're taking the oil. We're not taking
Well,
the oil.
maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
They're protecting the facility.
I don't know. Maybe we should take it. But we have the oil. Right now, the United States has the oil. So they say he left troops in Syria. No, I got rid of all of them other than we're protecting the oil. We have the oil. And then they...
Right there, he's protecting.
We got the oil.
And then Jason said, yeah, look up Genie Energy Ltd, an Israeli oil company with American advisors with interest in the Golan Heights. And those tanks, you guys, are going into the Golan Heights. And that was first time in 50 years. Something epic is coming.
It's coming. And you watch and look around the country. Look at all the armory and all the military gear traveling by train. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have. We have right through the middle of our town.
You should go to Miami Port and see all the stuff going out of there. Not to say anything, but if you want to see, just go there and look.
Okay. Like on the camera?
Well, you probably could see it on the camera, but there is a lot of stuff leaving out of.
I'm a long way from Miami.
Now, I don't mean to change the subject, but somebody in chat mentioned earlier if we had anything on the Bronson update. And I do have a little Bronson update here for you guys. So
I think Hickow's been following that too.
So this was recorded.
Hey, he's got hair like me.
Yeah,
that's what I said. You look like a Bronson.
So here's the update on the Bronson case.
Hi, everybody. Lloyd Brunson here, and I've been out speaking to different groups of people. Thank you guys for going to lloydbrunson.com, and you're sending letters to the Supreme Court and to Congress. The Supreme Court letter is still super important. Under Rule 11, the Supreme Court can do several things. If there's an emergency they need to take action with, they could do that. If there's something really needed fast between now and the 20th of January. And also the other letter, you guys are sending letters to Congress to expose the Federal Reserve System. Remember, when $1 trillion is created out of thin air, it's not supposed to be tax debt. It's supposed to be profit for the Treasury. So we've got to expose that. We expose that, game over. And that's going to be a huge positive for Vivek. I hope you're watching this, Vivek, and Elon, because that's a focus that needs to be considered, probably the most important focus having to do with our money, the Federal Reserve System creating trillions of dollars and then loaning it to Congress when it's supposed to be a wire transfer without debt. And then the many trillions of dollars that they're creating that we don't even know about. Like you can see about with a congressional hearing where a member of Congress is asking where $9 trillion went, and the Solicitor General of the Federal Reserve said, oh, don't worry about it. It's not part of the tax debt. Well, that raises some pretty serious questions. So thank you for going to lloydbrunson.com and doing the letters. Keep it up. It's vitally important. It's super important. And also 7discoveries.com. Please go there. We need to get the Constitution book out. The only book ever published that identifies the superpower clauses, including the one that not only defines socialism, but prohibits it. And I've just made it available. I call it a Christmas bundle where you can get 40 of those for $100, and that's priority mail shipping included. in that. I just can't express enough how important it is to get the books and get those out there, get people versed on the Constitution in the most powerful way ever, with it exposing those and highlighting those power clauses that have never been highlighted before like this. So thank you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and hope you have a terrific Christmas, and I'll be in touch next time. Thank you.
See you, brother.
Because you see, if you can stop the money from being funneled back to these dirt politicians, you can
Yeah.
stop a lot of the criminal activity.
And that's what we've been saying for a long time. Follow the
Mm-hmm.
money.
Right.
So
I don't know.
that
I
was
mean, I guess there's a reason why it's taken so long. But if they were after my ass, they'd find me real quick.
Real fast. But we got the
Yeah.
richest. We got the richest public servants anywhere. I mean, look at them.
Exactly.
5 houses. Who knows what else? You know.
Yep.
Stock. Trade deals.
Don't forget crypto. Don't forget that
And the
Ethereum and
crypto.
that Bitcoin. They're in on it.
well, I just think it's, I don't know. I'm just glad he did a little bit of an update on what's going on because everybody's been asking for it. So that was the update. That's
Well, yeah, it kind of fit with the Scavino's thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
maybe by the time he comes back from Paris, it'll be.
Does anybody in chat know when he's coming back? Everybody said they looked it up. Does anybody in chat know?
Yeah,
No.
Alexa wouldn't give it to us the other night.
I don't know. Does anybody in chat know? I don't know. Did we just freeze up?
No.
Nobody in chat.
Oh, Jay looks like he's
We just got real quiet.
yeah.
No, I was reading chat to see if anybody knew.
Does anybody know? I don't know.
What about on X?
Anybody on X know?
Hey, I gotta take this phone call. I'll be right back.
Is that what that was? I heard chimes.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Okay, so I got one last story for you guys tonight.
Yes.
This one creeped me out.
Mm-mm.
I have to share this with you guys because I just don't. The people in the Vatican.
Oh yeah.
OMG, you guys. Here we go. I don't even know how to explain this, okay? Just listen.
You got to ask yourself, why would the Pope put a live streaming camera inside of the tomb of Lucifer on Christmas Day? Well, that's next on the trumpet. The Masons and the Pope are going to open the holy door. First, the Pope is going to tap on it with a little silver hammer, and then the Masons are going to remove the bricks and mortar that actually seal the holy door shut. He does his knocking, and then the Masons start chanting one of the Psalms. It's never been done before, and they're going to start this new tradition on Christmas Eve. So the World Wide Web will have symbolic access to St. Peter's tomb on Christmas Eve as they open the holy door. And that's going to mark the beginning of the Jubilee year. The Catholic Church got the whole Jubilee idea from Judaism. And in Leviticus 25, it tells you all about the special year that's focused on restoration and forgiveness. The word Jubilee in Hebrew means Yovel, which is a ram's horn. And yes, that is a trumpet. In Leviticus right here, it tells you that the sound of the trumpet announced the beginning of the Jubilee year. So you might say, it's the year of the trumpets. And keeping things in order with the book of Revelation, we'll go through the seals, then the trumpets, and then the bowls. Open the door, it's the year of the trumpets. For Christians, Jesus' declaration in the book of Luke to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor was often interpreted as a fulfillment of the Jubilee spirit. Wow, I just can't wait for Christmas to get my webcam view of the creepy crypt that's underneath St. Peter's Basilica. And that's not a wax museum down there. And as of December 5th, the Vatican hasn't even released a Christmas message. You know, when you're the 33rd degree, you wear 33 buttons on your gown. King David ruled Jerusalem for 33 years, and the Masons built him a palace on top of Mount Zion, the mountain of God, where he issued judgment over the people. A webcam in a tomb under the altar of a church of the dragon. line. This is right over the entrance of the door. Those dudes were all about it. 2024. You're the dragon. You can see the dragon in the crest. He wears a tiara, and the swarm comes out of his mouth. This throne, made for somebody about 20 foot tall, sits right in front of that tomb's opening. That throne is right there, and you can see how tiny all these people are in comparison to it. That's
Some creepy.
you just saw in that video, and then that's where that dragon seal was right there, and then this is the red wall that's underground inside that crypt. The red wall, which is by the shrine of St. Peter's, next to the tomb of Lucifer. That's where the webcam's going to be, right there. This is all underground, and that's the floor of Constantine. Luke chapter 4, verse 18. The words in red are from Jesus. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. Don't get distracted. The book of Revelation was written to the 7 churches. You know me and my family love you, so like and follow the trumpet for more.
Wow, that was, you're right, scary, but so.
I can't even explain that because so all of a sudden you're telling me they're gonna live stream inside of the Vatican. Like what? Huh? What? And it's out there. It's in the news, but they're not talking about it on mainstream, are they?
I got something from, I just looked it up real quick from the Jewish News.
Okay.
That apparently a lot of Jews are very upset because the pre-Christmas inauguration nativity of Bethlehem 2024 comes out just weeks after the Catholic leader called for an international investigation to determine if Israel's actions in its war against Hamas in Gaza constituted genocide. But they put a nativity scene at the Vatican on display Saturday, and it features a photo of the infant Jesus on a keffiyeh, the black and white scarf that they wrap around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. The black and white scarf that the Arabs wrap around, and the Jews are very upset of it because the Palestinians adopted it as a symbol of their national inspirations or aspirations. The image comes at a time when revisionist of Palestinians narrative has set in, whereby Jesus is a Palestinian. And it was presented to the Vatican by representatives from the Embassy of the State of Palestine.
He was a Nazarene.
Oh.
He was a Nazarene.
And there's a picture in here from the Jewish News, and it shows the baby Jesus on that, whatever that scarf is, the keffiyeh scarf or whatever.
Arafat wore one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Say, why not? We've been lied to about everything else.
There you go.
Things just couldn't get any more stranger this December. I swear. It just couldn't.
Don't say that. It's going to get weirder.
Yeah.
I think so. What if they're going to bring out the lost books from under the Vatican?
Oh no! They're gonna come down in a spaceship from the Blue Beam, and they're gonna have the tablets. Yeah, can you see it now? And then, but they're gonna be diseases, so you gotta get the Jibberwocky. Yeah. And then that way you can look at the tablets. This is all for entertainment purposes only.
Sounds like they're going to release Lucifer too from his tomb.
Pretty much, yeah.
But if the Jews want to bring up the temple and build the temple, and like I talked to you about that, the actual Cohen priest,
right,
that was of the pure bloodline. Which, by the way, I tried to explain to everybody, the pure bloodline doesn't mean that you can't be a child of God. The pure bloodline is only the priest has the pure blood lineage that can do things in the temple. They are the only ones that can do make blessings and stuff. Not that anybody can't be a child of God, but these are like the special high priests of a pure blood. And were they keeping that underneath the temple? Is that because that's where they hid that baby for 7 years that I read about last week? So,
Right.
Oh
what?
yeah, we talked about that over on
Mhm.
Telegram, and that maybe they hit him in the tunnels in Rafa.
It could be. They could be down there. There could be a whole, who knows, there could be a whole civilization down there, you know? And maybe that's what's in the Ark of the Covenant is the pure blood, from the bloodline or from the original heifer. Who knows?
I talked to some Israeli ladies and they were Jews and they were from Rafa and they promised me, guaranteed me there's a whole city under Rafa. They said they know for a fact.
I don't put it past him.
Oh yeah.
And then who knows if they're trying to build something like that in Idaho underground with those booms.
Or just shelters.
Mm-hmm.
Yorga, did you have anything to share with the class tonight?
Well, first of all, I just got a complaint saying that I talk way too loud. So I will try to bring it back a little bit, just
Float
keep
away,
everybody-
float away, float away, float away.
I do have something. I'll try not to piss this person off that I've been too loud for. But I do have a little bit of something, and this is probably be about 100 years old, but that's cool.
Oh.
That's
Wow, that's pretty
100
cool.
years old?
It's on a piece of wood thing,
Oh.
Am I still too loud?
No,
No.
I adjusted your mic. Don't worry.
All right, good.
Perfect. Oh my God, that's
Oh, that's pretty.
you got a lot of little cool things in your house.
Oh, his house is full of
Yeah.
trees, and every cabinet has something.
Museum.
Yeah.
Even a human head.
He does have a human head in the kitchen, but it looks like it could have an outlet.
Boswell's the only one who noticed it.
He noticed the human head in the cabinet.
Hello, everybody.
Did y'all see Angel Rose?
No.
She said, I heard he wasn't coming back. He will be insulated abroad until January 20th. But
What?
Oh,
I wouldn't want to
okay.
keep
That
him
makes
over there.
sense.
I'd rather him here. I don't know though. You're right. Maybe they're trying to get him here. Maybe he's safer over there. I don't know. Joe Carroll Dobbs, good to see you. Stephanie Joe Roundtree, good to see you. Amby, good to see you.
A couple nice places over there.
Garrett, good to see you, Garrett.
well, I reckon they put that because we asked, when he was coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't find out. I was searching.
Well, I'm gonna flip it over to Hit Gal to do shift kickers prayer, you guys, because she is not feeling good, and include her in the prayer, Hit Gal.
Sure will. Okay, she writes, Dear God, we thank you for the gift of friendship. We pray for the friends who bring joy, support, and companionship into our lives. Help us to be good friends in return. Offer a listening ear and a helping hand whenever needed. May our friendships be a source of strength and happiness. And dear Lord, please bless all our people. So many of us are down and sick, and Shift is really, really going through a lot. And we really just pray that you would give her the strength and help her to feel better so she can be here, because we do miss her. And pray that you'll be with AB as he's traveling on the roads, because that's not safe. And just pray that you be with everyone this holiday season. And be
Yorga.
with the leaders.
Add Yorga.
Yes, be with Yorga. Make him better. Just make everybody keep healing Agent J, but be with our leaders. Give us wise, humble leaders who will do your will. Amen.
In Jesus'
Amen.
mighty, mighty name. Amen.
Oh, that was
I was gonna have you add my big toe. I stubbed it today. Oh my gosh, my big toe hurts.
Oh, that hurts.
That
But
does.
you know what? Let me say something about that. It's one of the funniest things you ever see when somebody stubs their toe. I'm sorry. I end up dying
dude.
laughing, man.
It freaking hurt. Oh yeah. It's just a
It is
dumb
funny to the
move.
victim, but if somebody
Oh,
else is standing around, man, it's the funniest thing.
and just the time it takes to get from your big toe to your brain
Yeah.
is the worst. It's the freaking worst. You're like, you know that hurt. Oh yeah, it hurt. Ah.
Real quick, me and my daughter were walking out of Universal Studios in Los Angeles. We're leaving the place, right? And we're just being quiet, you know, because we've had a big day. And there was this Asian guy in front of us. I don't know, he's 10 paces in front of us or something. He's walking along, and I don't know if he was on his phone or just not paying attention, but he drove his knee into one of these big stainless steel trash cans. And I mean, it went, and I went, you know, because it was one in front of, and my daughter lost it, man. She was like 17 years old, man. This guy got so mad, he turned around all pissed off and everything, and she laughed all the way out of the damn park, man. And then we went to bed that night. And I kind of woke up. It's like 3:00 in the morning, and I hear this voice in the other bed go, "Dad, remember that Chinese guy that hit that trash can?" we still to this day laugh about that shit. It was just, I mean, I'm sorry. It was like stubbing a toe or something.
It's funny when people get hurt. You're right.
Oh,
those are funny moments.
Yeah, we'll fall off. Folks, we've reached that time to the show that we'd like you to, after the show, please go into the comments section. Leave a nice little comment. We may read it on the show. Try not to leave 2-paragraph comments. Maybe make it short and easier to read for me. Because I do have.
Well, I need some weed. I need to flip the script. That $1.25, I definitely get me a coke.
And holler, I need some weed. If anybody could holler at me, holler, 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 holler.
Good to have you back, Yorga.
Yes, Yorga, we love having you.
Glad you're feeling better.
We missed you, and all kind of ladies in the chat noticed that you were missing. It was very, very, very disturbing. But,
that makes me feel bad.
Yeah,
and one dude lady.
One dude lady.
Jeff.
That's okay.
Jeff. Yeah, he missed you too.
So shout out to the chat there, Craig.
Oh, shout out to the chat. Thank you all. Without all of you, we would be no channel. And that's true. And you're our therapy. We need you more than probably you need us. So.
Especially now with what's coming our way.
And thank you, Tin, for doing this. And thank you, Craig, for helping out.
But I don't think I was any help tonight. I screwed it all up.
No,
you did good.
Set up the live. You did the.
I can't be funny every damn week.
All credits to the thumbnails are going to Craig. You guys, thank you, Craig, for doing that for the channel. Like
my family thinks I'm a weirdo.
Well,
I know.
They're right.
Kind of are, but
It could be correct.
so thank you everybody for sticking around and watching us. I hope you learned something. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It's all good either way. We just appreciate you following us, and we'll be live on Tuesday, hopefully at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So everybody be there. So everybody have a great Monday, right? Yeah. And we will
eat more tacos.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize